tar sands is a negative system of extracting oil from the grounds due to the extreme damage it has on the environment and the risky health effects such as cancer that come with it, and the fact that extracting oil is non-profitable and way too expensive. Canadian tar sands kill the environment. The water and air pollution that comes out of drilling from these sands is 3 times more than traditional oil drilling. The industries drill this oil without concern to the environment and dirty the air. The world already has enough pollution and environmental problems, and we do not need to add any more CO2 into the environment. The sites that extract oil have already created 65 square miles of toxic waste that runs into the water supply, ruining the water and killing the fish. The comparison of Alberta spills to the United States is drastic and shows that Alberta has 16 more spills than the United States. The boreal forest is the largest ecosystem in the world, and 1.3 billion acres are located in Canada. The forest is home to millions of trees and peatlands, but they compromise the company's industries from growing, so the industries cut them all down. With only 8% of this land protected, it is easy for the tar sands to come in and destroy this ecosystem. Thousands of habitats live on this land and call it home, and the tar sands come in and destroy all this wildlife and turn them into Canadian tar sands forever. The health risks that come with Canadian tar sands are extremely damaging to the neighboring communities of the Alberta factories. The heating process that removes contamination from the tar sands involves fossil fuels known as polyclitic aromatic hydrocarbons, also known as PAH. These have serious damage to the DNA. The rates of PAH have increased over the years, causing death in these neighboring communities.
Year alone, we buried 15 of our people. Some of them young people, 30-some years old, cancer, stomach cancer.
Canadian tar sands spend a lot of money in the beginning of their industry and think that spending all this money will be worth it in the end because of the profit they think they can get out of it. They invest a lot in the beginning in things like trucks, wells, and more equipment. For example, one company spent $70,000 just to fix one tire on a truck. According to the New York Times, who interviewed an economist, Andrew Lynch, many of the industries base their tar sand off this assumption. Companies spend as much as $500 billion prior to drilling the oil, and as oil prices go down, it is becoming unprofitable for the industries. The most recent estimate of the WTI, or Western Texas Intermediate, cost of crude oil is about $51 per barrel. According to USA Today, analysts have concluded that oil prices need to stay between $65 to $75 per barrel in order for the tar sands to make a profit. Jeff Rubin, a writer and analyst of tar sands, argues that the industry of Canadian tar sands doesn't make sense in association with oil prices today. The EROEI, or the Energy Returned on Energy Invested maximum ratio, is 2.9 to 1. This means that it takes 1 unit of natural gas to only produce less than 3 units that is crude oil based. This ratio and market for Canadian tar sands is decreasing, and soon industries will find themselves not only making zero profit, but also paying to make their oil with no sign of recovery. A lot of people like to argue that Canadian tar sands offer a lot of job stability to people, but the truth is that all those jobs are located in Canada, which does not benefit Americans at all. Also, with oil companies not making profit, a lot of them cut workers. Suncor, the largest oil company in Canada, plans to cut about 1,000 jobs, and Shell Canada is cutting their employee rate also by about 10%. Another argument is that oil is a finite resource on a global market that will attract other countries, but we shouldn't be interested in some other country investing in dirty oil, and we should be more concerned with creating clean energy that the United States can make a profit off of. We shouldn't let tar sands limit our industry, and we should be more conserved with producing more clean and efficient energy. Canadian tar sands won't make the world a cleaner or better place for any of us, so it's time to stop wasting time on it and continue our interest for more appropriate and cleaner forms of energy that will make the world a better place.